Hi everybody. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I have another treatment next week. So I thought maybe I'd put a couple videos out while I'm doing my hippie day today. And I thought about this thing about you're supposed to prepare your videos. Well, I really didn't do that, but I did have to find a topic at some point. So today, in the realms of spirituality and the intuitive and mediumship, I thought maybe we would talk about looking for signs. I'd like to do this as a little bit of a series, but the universe is always bringing us signs, and sometimes we're not open to seeing them, and sometimes we are suppressed or depressed and we can't see them, but I believe they're always out there. And paying attention to them, that is the trick. I want to talk about different types of signs, the ones from loved ones, the ones from spirit guides, the ones we just get from the universe. Sometimes they're just validations to say you're in the right place. So as time goes on, I want to do, I'm going to say maybe tomorrow, but maybe today, I'm going to offer a video on signs that we get as far as symbols. We get numbers, we get cardinals, we get coins, lots of things that we need to be on the lookout for. And then we need to interpret what they mean. But I think we have guidance all the time. We're just not paying attention. Or, even when we're suppressed or depressed, and they're still there. Okay, sometimes we just can't see them. But when we start paying attention, they come into view. I talked about meditation not long ago, and that is definitely key to raising your vibrations. So when you're up here, they come part of the way, and they find it easier to connect with us. Otherwise, we're walking around life dumb, fat, and happy, or unhappy, and we're not really up here at all. We're down here putting out, fires in our life, damage control, working on relationships, having money issues, all kinds of things that keep us grounded. So being grounded is good if you're an airy fairy, and you're having a hippie day. But that's about being in reality, So what we need to do is make sure that we have balance in our life. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the symbology of signs. Let me start with an example. I had my hair buzzed at a hairdresser's, before my first chemo treatment, and it was right before the Super Bowl. So I was driving to the salon, Panache. I should just plug that. It's a great place, in East Pete, and I took my Eagles hat with me because it was the week of the Super Bowl, and I'm an Eagles fan. My mom's passed away. Sometimes she sends me signs, but you'd think she'd send me a sign right away, right? It took 4 years, and then she never shuts up. Well, she does. Sometimes I'd like to hear from her a little bit more often, but she's there when I need her, actually. So I'm in the car driving with my Eagles hat, and I don't know why. I just looked up, and there was a bald eagle just sort of following the car. And it wasn't lost on me because I knew I had my hat with a bald eagle on it. And she knew I was getting my hair buzzed off, which, I'd eventually be bald. That was my mother's sense of humor, but I never really looked, who does this? And it was really low, like it was obvious that it was a bald eagle. So I just laughed. I just there she is. She's just telling me that, she's with me and ha ha ha, you're going to be bald. But that's a sense of humor that we had with each other. And I think those are just the little things that anybody else may not put it together, you know, but I consciously look at all of these signs, and then what do they mean? That's really hard, you know, like when you get numbers over and over and over again. And I want to talk about that in another video, but just to touch on that, it does mean something, but a lot of times it is your guides letting you know everything's okay. So when you see numbers, and we'll talk about specific numbers. Now, when you see numbers, you should probably ask yourself, so what's going on in my life that I'm worried about? And they just want you to know you're not alone, you know? So it's very important to them to let you know, because usually when we need the signs the most is when we feel most alone, you know, and they're not trying to keep you from having signs. A lot of times we get signs in our dreams, and sometimes when a loved one passes away, like a parent, I get questioned all the time, why does my sister get all kinds of dreams and I get nothing? Now, it's not like that parent loved your sister any more than they love you. There could be lots of reasons. One of them could be that your sister just happens to have more open mind, or a gift to be able to see these things. You know, it's not that your mom's trying any harder to get through to her. Okay? So, you know, there's lots of questions, and I encourage you, go ahead with the comments below and just go ahead and ask me any questions that you want about symbols. Maybe one of your comments might even inspire me for a new topic in the realms of signs. Okay? So with that, I know this is a short video. I can only kind of do little stints, but I mean, I'm feeling good today, but I'm not really sure I have anything else to say on it until we get into more specific topics about it. But I do welcome your feedback. I welcome your subscription to the channel, and I will look forward to talking to you again very shortly. Okay, bye for now. Be blessed. Feel blessed.